Hello, amazing people. Hello, 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 and happy Wednesday. I'm so excited. This is going to be my last live show of the year. Show call-in show, not my last live for the year. We got a few more days, but I'm excited to come and talk about this topic. I'm going to open up the phone lines tonight. I got a huge response to this post when I posted it. Hello, how is everybody doing? I want to remind everybody, please go to my website, I'm .com, and make sure y'all grab the motivational audio, Black Men Only. It's very healing for Black men. It's the apology that Black men never ever got that they should have got a long time ago. I also have some other motivational audios on there as well. Motivational audios for y'all to be able to listen to at any time, and all the proceeds supports this platform. Okay. So let's get into tonight. Let me just tell y'all, what we're going to talk about tonight. I actually seen a post on social media, and it was sent to me a few times, and I decided to post it. And I think it's very important to, have this conversation. I feel like the conversation is very, very urgent. So basically, this is what the post said. The post said, as a man, your feelings don't matter, bro. Just figure it out. And when I read that, to be honest with you, it really hurt my heart when I read that, because I would never ever want my son, my brothers, my father, any man related to me, any man I know, any of you, I would never ever um even imagine, that y'all could not express yourself, or someone telling you how you feel doesn't matter. When someone tells a woman her feelings don't matter, it's an uproar. You see what I'm saying? It's like the end of the world. Like, don't do that to, that woman. Don't tell her that her feelings don't matter. And we need to be doing the same thing when it comes to our Black men. you know um there's so many different aspects that we can unpack when it comes to this topic. Your feelings don't matter. Everybody has feelings. And the way that us as humans, how we feel, it matters. It doesn't matter what's going on. I do want to touch on tonight just a few things that I want to unpack, that I think that people don't really take into consideration, or even realize that a lot of Black men are dealing with trauma from growing up. Yeah, I'm gonna go there tonight. Hello, come on in. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to unpack this whole conversation, because I think that's where a lot of trauma starts, growing up, not having a father in the home. um mental abuse from a mother. It may be abuse from another family member. It could be sexual abuse. It's a lot of abuse that may have happened, growing up. And when we tell Black men that their feelings, don't matter, they keep them bottled up inside. And I'm sure that the women that are watching, the women that are married, the women that have sons, brothers, you know what I mean, that have a father, I'm sure that you can definitely agree with me on this, that you would never want someone to tell your son that his feelings don't matter. You see what I'm saying? Or tell your brother or your father that their feelings don't matter, knowing that they do matter. And do you understand that the trauma that a lot of Black men go through growing up, they never ever get to talk about it? So just imagine, telling a Black man, oh, well, how you feel don't matter. Just deal with your hurt. Just, what did it say? Just figure it out. Why do Black men have to just figure it out on their own? I don't think that's cool, and I don't think it's right. And I think that we need to have a conversation about this, because it's a lot of Black men that are being mistreated and being mishandled. A lot of them were already going through a lot. A lot of them were raised in a home with no father. Some of them have no relationship with their father, and they're dealing with that. I have a lot of men, even younger boys, venting to me like, what, am I not good enough for my dad? Why my dad want to be around me? I see my friends with their fathers. You see what I'm saying? I want that. You see what I'm saying? And then you have, on the flip side, you have, the mother that's mentally abusive. You have women that hate Black men raising Black sons. How do you raise a Black son and you have a hateful mindset for a Black man? You see what I'm saying? So there's so many different things to unpack. Then you have the black men that have been molested, sexually assaulted. You see what I'm saying? And by my experience, if a black man expresses that he's been sexually assaulted, no one comforts him. They call him gay. I'm just being real. I just came to have a real conversation. That was it. They call them gay. Y'all seen on one of my shows before, I had a young woman on here named Terry, and I was doing a live actually, and I was talking about black men, and she was just so mad that I opened up the phone line for her, and I was telling her like, a young man, has been assaulted. She's like, oh, he's gay. That's how you gonna handle a black man that comes to you and vents to you and say, I've been sexually assaulted as a child by another man or by a woman? You're going to, if it was by a man, you're going to label him as gay. She said, yeah, I'm going to think that in my mind that he's gay. What? I said, that's a slap in the face. Why are we handle we let me tell you something. Women wouldn't handle a rape victim like that. And they wouldn't allow nobody to handle a rape victim like that or someone that has been sexually assaulted. They would want them to tell their truth. Do we know how many black men running around right now like a ticking time bomb? They're not okay. They're not okay. And I know some black women's probably watching this live and turning her face up real miserable. But at the end of the day, that is our business. That our black men are not okay. That they don't have a safe space to be able to vent. That they've been sexually assaulted as a child and nobody did anything about it. That they have been, mentally abused by their mother. Oh, you look like your dad. Oh, you act just like your dad. Or acting like she don't like her own son because the dad ain't want to be with her, or she ain't like her own son because she got a hatred for black men, so she takes it out on the closest black man to her. This might be things y'all don't want to talk about, but it's things that we need to talk about, because I'm here for the healing of our black men. Us black women, we're healing. We have each other. We have some black men to go and vent to. We can cry to each other. Black men don't have that. And that needs to change. Ain't no way somebody posted, as a man, your feelings don't matter, bro. Just figure it out. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And I'm talking to the mothers right now. Is it okay for somebody to say this to your son? Is it okay for them to be in society and tell your son that his feelings don't matter? I want to see it. Can they tell your black son that? That his feelings do not matter? They can't tell my black son that. Because, baby, I'm going to war, period, point blank. You can't say that to my black son. You can't tell him that his feelings don't matter. You can't silence him. You can't oppress him. You can't do that to mine or my 8 brothers. Can't do that. I'm not having it. And yes, it's my business. And it's your business too. Because you got to sit up and you have to really realize you might not be a woman that oppresses your own son, but you are out here oppressing black men. And other black women see that. Would you want somebody to come and oppress your son? No. I treat black men accordingly because I birthed two into this world, baby. I birthed two into this world. So I'm going to handle a black man like I want a woman to handle my sons. Period, point blank. I'm not going to sit up here and be nasty and hateful and evil against black men because I don't want nobody to treat my son like that. Because, baby, they treat my son like that, they got to see me. Period, point blank. They got to see me, baby. You can't do that. You can't do that at all. Moses, I was told that my feelings don't matter. I was told that no one cares what I think. And that's what society is out here when it comes to our black men. That's what society is putting out. Do you know? Well, you don't know. But I've talked to at least 3 mothers of black sons over the last 2 years. Their sons took their life, and they were and the one mom was like, "I just wish he would have talked to me. I wish he would have." Are we creating safe environments for them to come and talk to us? Are we welcoming? Can they come and tell us anything? My kids can come and tell me anything. They might not tell me everything, but they come. Let me tell you something. They will come and they will talk to me about stuff, and that's what type of relationship that I need to have with my sons, because I would never, God forbid, my son to be so depressed and so full of emotion and feel like he cannot vent, that he feels like the resort is to take his life. That would break my whole life apart. That he was hurting so bad he couldn't even come and talk to his mother. We got to create safe spaces for Black men. We have to. They're important. They're important in the Black community. I don't know who told you they wasn't important. They are important. They are an important piece to the puzzle. Just like us Black women are an important piece, they are an important piece as well. We have to get it together as mothers. We have to get it together as wives, as girlfriends, as daughters, cousins, aunts. We have to get it together. I had another person talking about, oh, I just wish he would have came and talked to me. No, baby, we ain't gonna sit up here and front fraud or nothing. Let me tell you something. People in general don't go to family and talk to family about stuff, because what you do, you vent to a family member about what you're going through, and they go tell everybody. They go talk about you like a dog. Don't nobody need you to go and talk about them. People need help for real, for real, for real. We gotta stop doing that. Why is it always, oh, I gotta go and tell somebody, oh, they going through something? You've been through stuff too. You've been through stuff too. Would you want somebody to go and tell somebody what you've been through at your darkest moment? No. So give other people that same respect. And I think that's something that we don't do as people in general. We will sit up and be so quick to tell somebody business and tell what somebody going through, like we ain't been through nothing. And like we don't know what it is to be hurting. And like we don't know what it is to be in a dark season. And you just need to vent. Thank you. So why try to talk or try for the family? That's what I'm saying. There's especially especially for Black men. I feel like that where are the resources? Where is the empowerment? It's very slim. It's very slim to none. But what I want Black women to understand tonight is that this affects all of us. It just don't affect the people we don't know, the Black men we don't know. It affects all of us. Society is oppressing Black men. That means the Black men related to you. Are you going to join in and oppress them? Or are you going to stand on the other side and empower them? Come on. It's not hard. It's really not hard. Thank you, video test. Thank you so much. Tonight, if you want to call in, you don't even have to say your name. I'm not gonna ask for no names tonight. If you want to call in on tonight and you want to vent, Black men, if you want to call in and you want to vent about what's hurting you, what's bothering you, that is what's going on tonight. Black women, I want y'all to call in too. And put your 2 cents in this. How this is the problem. They have no safe space. No safe space. Some don't have no safe space with their mom. Some don't have no safe space with their dad. Some don't have no safe space with the person they're in a relationship with, their siblings. There's no safe space. How do we start creating safe spaces? You know how we start doing that? We start praying. We start praying over them. We start asking them, are they okay? We start checking on them. We start asking, is there anything that you may want to talk about? Anything bothering you? That opens up a door. And do you know the relief that a Black man would have when you just ask those type of questions? To the Black man in the comments, when's the last time somebody checked on you? Seriously, when's the last time somebody checked on you? Black men are our protection. How aren't we covering our protection? How are we mistreating our protection? How we doing that? I will never understand it. Conquering relationships. Some women can't create a safe space for men because they are bitter, miserable, evil, demons. That's what it is. Let's be real. And they don't, and some of them don't even see that they handling their sons wrong. They don't even see. They don't even realize that the hatred has taken over black women to the point they don't even see how they treat their own son. Son is going to be mentally messed up. And the cycle begins. And the cycle begins. And it's family members that sit around and see this happening and say nothing. Say nothing. Why not? The people that sit up and say nothing are just as guilty. Just as guilty as the person that's doing it. Period, point blank. I've always felt like that. If you see child abuse happening and you don't say nothing, you just as guilty. You might as well have did it yourself. Because ain't no way we ain't speaking up for kids that don't have no voice. Ain't no way. Ain't no way we ain't doing that. Miss Brown Sugar, I'm a mother of three sons. I know that's right. I know that's right. And Miss Brown Sugar, you wouldn't want nobody to oppress them. You would want your sons, if they going through something, to come and talk to you and vent to you. You would want that. I want that. I want my son to be able to come into me and talk to me about anything. I don't care what the temperature is. Freddie Sanders, I had a stepdad there, but all he did was beat the mess out of me whenever I did something wrong or perceived to. Never did anything with me, showed me nothing. Just wanted to keep me in church all the time. Not to mention kick me out on the streets at 16. Them be the worst ones. Them ones that go to church every Sunday. Some of them be the worst ones, baby. They be the biggest abusers. They be the biggest demons. But they feel like because they go to church every Sunday and they show up at some church events, baby, that's going to save, baby, that's not going to save you. That's not going to save you. Not to mention kicked me out on the street at 16, ended up selling drugs. I bought it up with my mom. She told him he should talk to me because, hold on, sorry. He should talk to me. She told him he should talk to me because there was tension. He showed he really didn't care about me. People used to wonder why I was always looking angry. It's what I saw every day from him. Wow, Freddie. Wow. 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 That's deep. That's deep right there. That's real deep right there. That's crazy. Natalie said, Mark Johnson, I'm so sorry you had to move away to get peace. I'll be praying for you. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you. Errol, we're talking about as a man, your feelings don't matter, bro. Just figure it out. That's the topic for tonight. I'm a I'm gonna open up the phone lines now. If anybody, like I said, you don't gotta share your name. If you just wanna share, what you've been through, you know, that's fine. If you just want to get it off your chest tonight, that's fine. That's where healing starts. I don't think people really consider, and if you've listened to my old motivational audio, Black Men Only, it's powerful. And God gave that to me because it was time for our black men to heal. It's time. Um I couldn't imagine just walking around with so many different burdens and not having anybody to talk to. And this is why we gotta do the work. We really gotta do the work to bring things to a better place. Because our black men, they're important. Do you know how many like black men are like incarcerated that shouldn't be incarcerated? They actually really need mental health services. They don't need punishment. They need help. They've been through something. They've been through something growing up, but they're incarcerated, still not getting any help. I've always felt like you know, some of the guys that are incarcerated need rehabilitation and not punishment. Um a lot of guys didn't have a father. They don't know how to be. They don't know how to be a man. You see what I'm saying? They they really just was out here winging life, learning as they go. And some broke the law, some got in trouble, some sold some drugs to provide for their family, and just did different things. And I really feel like if a lot of them had a better upbringing, better role models, better opportunities, it wouldn't be so many of our black men incarcerated. I just wanted to share that. I don't know who's watching that was incarcerated that may needed to hear that, but I don't look at everybody that's incarcerated as a bad person. I used to advocate for a long time, for people incarcerated and hearing the stories, behind a lot of stuff. And you like, dang, if this person just had a better opportunity, if they were exposed to better values and things like that, better role models, they'll probably be a different person. But it's like we can do that work now, y'all, to be honest, because like I told y'all before, they're not building schools, they're building prisons. So it's like if we do the work right here, we can go ahead and prevent our next generation and a generation after from being inside those prisons. If we do the work now, you know? Mm, let me make sure that um mm, okay. I just wanted to make sure that um phone calls are coming through. Oh, let me make sure. Y'all got the call-in number? Oh, Arrow said, I agree with you on it's too many black men incarcerated for an unjust sentencing. Absolutely. Absolutely that. And a lot of them have been through a lot of stuff growing up, you know, a lot. Hey, Grandpa, how you doing? All right, so I'm gonna open up. I opened up the phone lines. There go the call in number. Like I said, when you call in, you don't have to say your name. If you don't want to, if you want to just share, that's perfectly fine. I think I shared this with y'all before. I met this guy. I was actually picking something up from a place, and the guy was out there sitting, and he had ran over to me. He was like, "Hey, do you think I can talk to you for a second?" And I'm like, "Yeah, hey." Okay, I'm gonna hold that. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. How are you, Queen?
I'm good.
Man, I just want to thank you for the work that you're doing. Um, You just have no idea what you do for a 45-year-old man like me with 5 kids and 2 jobs and no direction.
Yeah. Um, I just really feel like that, in our community, we have to do the work. We have to be there for each other. We have to be more understanding. I've been through stuff in life as well, so I don't expect other people to be perfect, but I try to be compassionate. And, I just want black men to be able to, function better and be better, you know. And if I can, bring some light, to the table, like that's what I want to do. And I could bring some understanding, and teach some other women, teach people in our community. Like that's what I want to do. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so, while we're in the subject, what advice do you have for a 45-year-old man with 5 kids, 2 jobs, and just still feel like he's not doing enough? Still feel like, um, you're just not doing enough. It's just this void that you just cannot fill. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're a single father?
I'm sorry?
You're a single father?
I'm a single father by choice, yeah.
Okay. And you have 5 kids
5 children.
and you feel like you're not doing enough.
I just feel like I'm not doing enough. I just feel like, you know, um, all of the hurt and burden that I endured when I was younger and as I grow up, I just feel like I'm putting all these burden on my kids, and it's just like the communication, the lack of communication, the lack of so many things when it comes to them. I just feel like I'm becoming like my dad, and that just irritates me so much
Right.
at times.
So, what you have to do is, since you realize like you're being, you're kind of being like your dad, what you have to realize is being a parent, what did you want growing up? Like what did you want growing up? Did you want love? Did you want someone to care about you? Did you want somebody to talk to? And those are the things that you give your children. I was growing up, I really didn't have many people to talk to. I was in foster group homes. I felt very neglected, very all over the place. And I told myself when I have children, I had my first son, I was 15 years old. I said, when I have children, I'm not going to be, the best mom, but I'm going to love my kids. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna make sure
Mm.
my kids know I love them. I'm gonna do things with my kids that was never done with me. I'm gonna let my kids be kids, you know. Um, so it's like really you do the opposite, you know. I feel like you saying you work 2 jobs, you have the children, you spend time with them, right?
Man, you know, honestly, no.
Okay.
I
So
have, and then as time go by, I'm spending less time with them, less time on the phone. The only time I feel most happy is when I'm at work, believe it or not. Even on
okay,
my day off, I want to go to work because I just feel like it's, that's my peace area. That's where I'm more at, because you don't think about much except work when you're there. You know what I
right.
mean?
So what are you thinking about when you're home?
Man, um, there's just things that depresses me, like
Yeah.
just, the like mostly right now in like my communication with my kids is not having that bond with them that I always thought that I worked towards.
Right.
But what do I think about? Just nothing but boredom, nothing but depressing things, nothing but. You understand too, working 2 jobs, you're tired all the time. So
Right.
if you're not thinking about, depressing things, you sleep. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Um,
So how about change your mindset? Instead of being at home and thinking of those things that depress you or have you down, how about you think happy things? How about you pull out some I don't know how old your children are, pull out some games. Why
so
not?
these very old. I got 3 in college. You
Okay.
know,
Okay, so then you have two at home.
I have man, I have none that stays with me.
Oh,
None of
okay.
them live with me actually. So
Okay.
and it's not that I'm doing so bad. Like these other people that's telling you, man, you're doing good. You're a single man. You bought a home.
Mhm.
You're doing things, but it's just like you yourself. You feel like emptiness.
It
Like
it
I'm
it
not
it
doing enough.
sounds
I'm
like
not.
it
You
sounds
know.
more like you need a life outside of work and outside of children. That's what it more
Yeah,
sounds like. Are you dating?
man. You know what it is? Um, man, I'm so just focusing on me so much so like. I mean, I don't have a friend here and there, but it's just like my focus is so much on accomplishing so much goal,
Hmm.
purchasing properties and opening up businesses that like I feel like I did most of my teens dating, messing with women, messing up my life. Now it's just like I try to just, trying to elevate myself in
Right.
a different light that so dating is not really something that's my main focus or my main, right now my main thing is just, just earning stuff in life, like putting my kids, putting myself in a better
Right.
position. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And that's okay. But okay, so you're not dating. Do you do anything for
No.
self-care? What do you enjoy to do? Are you doing those things? You don't know what you enjoy to
Oh man, I've been asked that a lot. For right now, just work. It's confusing that sounds to certain people. That's really what I enjoy.
do. Okay, so you enjoy work. What besides work do you enjoy doing?
Man, one thing that makes me the happiness that comes is to be able to like let's just say help my family or if my kids need anything,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be able to scratch my head. Well, Daddy, I need 100 to be able to give it to them. These are the for that slight moment, that happiness is there. Talking
Okay.
to my daughter, hey, Daddy, I need money for the conversation. This son, check the cash out. The money's there, and not have to worry about, oh man, I'm gonna pay this flight. I'm gonna pay this. That's
Right.
when I'm most at my happy state, and that just lasts for a second. You know what I mean? To be able
Okay.
to provide and not have to worry about.
Okay,
You
and that's
know?
good. What outside of that though for you? Like, do you like to play golf? Do you like to go fishing? Do you like to go to the movies? Like, what do you like to do?
Just weightlifting. I don't have time for that.
Okay, so you
You
like
know,
the
that's
you like the weight lift.
yeah. I
So
don't
on
have
your
no time
day
for that
off,
at
if
all.
that's something you enjoy, why don't you set aside an hour or two to do that?
Yeah, but it's just so tired. Like I work 4 to 12 in one job, and the other job 12 to 8. I know it don't make no sense. So one, I leave a little earlier to get to the next one.
Okay.
So by the time you get off at 8, you get an hour or two of sleep, and then you got to be back again for 12. And but I'm gonna make some time for that hopefully.
Right. It just seems like you need to balance some things out. You need to do some self-care. I've always recommend self-care, you know, to people. You have to do things that you love. It's not always about just doing everything for, everybody else. Sometimes it's just enjoying going and enjoying a good movie or going fishing. You know what I mean? Just something that you like to do, like go to a jazz event or a jazz club or something that you enjoy. You have to balance it out. It can't always be about your goals and your dreams. You have to do things that make you happy. And I think that's what's missing. You're so focused on, oh, I'm gonna accomplish this. I want to make sure I'm here for everybody else, but you have to be there for you too.
Hmm.
You have to be there for you too. You can't just be there for everybody else. Okay.
We're gonna work on that. I don't want to hold you up this whole segment
Yeah,
because
because I have
I
people.
could definitely do that.
Yeah.
But again, I'm gonna thank you for your platform. Sometimes I just go to your page just to get some word of encouragement, just to listen to a black woman talk about how much she loves and supports black men. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
You
you.
definitely helping. You know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a good evening.
You do the same.
Okay, bye bye. Okay, the phone has been blowing up. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, how you doing, Miss Alexandria?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
This is Jamal Aldridge,
Okay, Jamar.
also known as Burn One on Facebook.
Okay.
Ma'am, you have gotten me through this roughest time of my life. I just got out of federal prison, and
Mm-hmm.
your black man joint just did everything for me.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I don't know what I'm supposed to say to give you the love, the appreciation, the gratitude that you have helped me to become a better man for me and the world. And I just want to tell you I thank you because it's so many. We need so many more uh, spiritually secure black women out here like you to help us men because we have been raised by our mothers, so we are being men for our mothers, not men for our significant others. It's
Right.
two different. Them is two totally different people.
Mm-hmm.
So with what you give me, you
Mm-hmm.
give me the things I need for my significant other. I've never been in a relationship because I've been incarcerated for 26 years of my life. I'm
Oh,
39 years old. I've been getting locked up since I was 13. So I don't
oh,
have no uh no prior experience to go off of anything.
yeah.
But with you and your videos helping me to be a man for me so I can shine out for the world,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, I apologize. My standards are too high. Is that I feel like it is now because I don't settle for nothing.
Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to. You're not
And
supposed to.
you have made it hard for these women out here in Kansas City where I'm at because my boundaries is I aggressively communicate my boundaries now
Mm-hmm.
just because of who you are and what you have taught me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to tell you, I apologize for all the black men for forsaking y'all during all the slavery plantation, even now, because it is a trained mind frame
Mm-hmm.
that we have been given by the white man. So we are still conditioning our mind to
Right.
destroy ourselves and to destroy you and our family. But with what you have and the books and the inspirational stuff that you give, it helps me break that generational curse. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't have no money. I don't have nothing. I just got out of federal prison uh, November 7th. Ma'am, I need to try to support you and help you do what you need to do.
Oh,
That's
thank
how I feel.
you.
I feel so inadequate not being able to help you. I try to always like your page. I always try to be communicating with you to
Mm-hmm.
try to let you know that you are hitting all the PowerPoint for
Thank
me.
you. Thank you so much. So let me ask you a question. So you said you listened to one of my motivational audios?
I listen to the majority of them. I do
Okay.
not have the finances to listen to any of them on your page. I
Mm-hmm.
listen to all your stuff
Okay,
on
my
YouTube.
videos. Okay. Okay.
I
So
am I am a subscriber.
okay. Awesome. So my thing is what's your plan? You just came home from prison. What's
Yes,
what's
ma'am.
your plan?
My plan is sit before I came to prison, I was already on you. So when I went back to prison, the only reason when I've been back to prison because my stepfather, and
Mm-hmm.
my father don't like each other. So I had a picture of me and my biological father and my stepfather seeing it, and he started calling the police. So I went back to federal prison for 2.5 years. Once, so once I went back to the federal prison,
Mm-hmm.
the police killed me. They paid the Mexican people to stab me 17 times because I believe in God and I was setting my boundaries, what you have taught me before I got locked up in 2020. So
Mm-hmm.
I was already growing, but the thing that you have taught me and not to settle, I was being very
ma'am, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm very aggressive in my communication. So what I have now going on is I'm trying to sue the federal government because now I
Okay.
have all the documented evidence of them setting me up to get jumped for believing in God. I have all the evidence, but
Mm.
due to me trying to sue the government, I have no help because black men in the government, you already know we already been beefing since we already came up here on slave boat. So it's really hard for me to try to get my lawsuit going. But now, since they killed me, they chained me down, they killed me. I got pictures of everything. I got all this. I'm trying to do the right thing. Now they
Yeah.
say I'm crazy. They tell me I have PTSD. I'm schizoaffective. They say I'm schizophrenic because I make believe in this stuff.
That, I mean, you know what, to be honest with you, sometimes they try to say that to silence you. They try to say that to, discourage you. They do that, but don't be discouraged. Like you said, you got all the proof. You do what you need to do. Now I want to talk to you about being an aggressive Scorpio because y'all are aggressive. But listen, I want to talk to you. You don't have to be aggressive to communicate. You know that?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't
Yes,
have to be
ma'am.
you don't have to be aggressive. You don't and that's one thing that people don't understand because people aren't used to peaceful relationships and peaceful friendships and peaceful family ships. People aren't used to that. People think that these situations are supposed to be toxic like all the time. And you don't have to do that. You can create peaceful environments with people. You see what I'm saying? So
Yes,
you don't
ma'am.
I don't want you to be aggressive because that relationship that's for you is coming. And I don't want you to meet this great woman and be aggressive with her.
Yes, ma'am.
Cuz you don't be aggressive, with your woman in that kind of way when you're communicating because sometimes it may come off like it may come off wrong. But
Yes, ma'am.
that's like if I'm sitting up here talking and hung up. It's okay, he'll call back. He'll call back his phone hung up. But oh goodness. Y'all Scorpios, y'all is a little bit aggressive. Y'all off the chain. But you don't hold on, this is him. Hello?
Hello?
Hello,
That's
Kieran.
crazy these people cut us off. I'm
It's
listening
okay.
to you, ma'am. I apologize.
It's okay. So what I was just telling you is that you don't have to be aggressive. And if people put you in a position to be aggressive, you need to walk away. You need to walk away because when you walk away, you're saving you. You understand what I'm saying? So if
Yes,
somebody
yes,
puts you in
yes,
a
ma'am. Yes,
position to
ma'am.
be aggressive, you walk away from the situation. It's going to save you if you just walk away and
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
entertain it. You have to understand that you have to start making your environment your home now. You know what I mean? There's so many things that's going to start happening for you. You know what I mean? A place, a job, a relationship, but you have to be peaceful within yourself.
Well, ma'am, I have really since because I was in a hole like for 7 months and really a long time because of what they did. They kept trying to poison me and kill me, so I just had to stop eating and fasting and stuff. But I believe I have that peace now. But ma'am, I've been sexually abused by my mother when I was 4 years old. She passed me on to my sisters. I got four sisters. I got three sisters. They passed me on. They take my penis to my legs, try to make me a woman, trying to get everything in their power to try to make me a homosexual. So I have a lot of pent up emotions because they
Wow.
will not. How can you tell the devil about being the devil? He's just going to laugh at you because they have not changed. So it's really hard for me to not be that aggressive towards them because all they gonna say is like I confronted one of them. I don't remember none of that. Like I'm
Of
crazy,
course,
man.
of
I
course, of
know I'm
course, the
not crazy.
abuser,
I remember everything.
of course, the
So
abuser don't remember. Of course, and people, and I just want to commend you for sharing that because people don't usually share in this kind of space like that. So I want to commend you for even doing that. That's healing within itself. It's going to be a journey, though. You didn't deserve that. I want you to know that you did not deserve that, and you can't let the fact that somebody say, "Oh, I don't remember that." Don't let that affect you. You know what happened, and God know what
yes, ma'am.
happened. and you rest in the fact that God knows what happened. But let me tell you something, you forgive them and you heal for you. Because if you don't forgive them, you're prisoner to them. And that's what I want people to understand. When people wrong you and people do things to you and you sitting up and you mad at them, you hold a grudge. I'm not saying you don't have the right to feel some type of way. I'm not saying that. Don't allow people to put you in a prison because they over there living their best life and they don't care about what they did to you. Once you forgive them, I don't know if you heard my video. God put in my spirit. God put in my spirit to tell y'all last week that once you forgive somebody, the enemy has no more. Okay, the enemy has no more use for them, and the enemy leaves them to reap what they sowed. I don't care if it seems like they living their best life. I don't care if they seem happy. I don't care if they got a brand new car. They ain't gonna have no peace for what they did to you. They ain't gonna have no peace. But I want you to forgive them for you.
Listen, man, I forgive them. I wrote when I was locked up right before I came out. I really wrote my mother a letter. I said, Mother, I have to forgive you because I have to forgive myself. I will never change nothing God put me through because he put me through that because he knew I could handle it. So if I deny or if I have a problem with what he put me through, that means I am questioning what he has for me. And I will never question God because he is the supreme creator of the whole thing. So he gave it to me because he knew I can handle it. I'm over it. I'm over it now. It's just that I refuse to allow them because one thing about it is the demons get bigger. You know what I'm saying? They get bigger and deeper and it's more and more paranoid because now they have sold their soul for a jelly roll, and now I have been crystallized, which I've been through the fire, and I came out, and now I have the gift that God given me, and I'm trying to shine it through the world. I am shining to the world, but it's just that now I'm being oppressed more. You know what I'm saying? I'm being oppressed more because now my ID's gone, my diploma's gone, my the things that my birth certificate's gone, my social security card is gone. These are the things I need to even function. Now all of a sudden they're gone. I wake up one day, I have it in my pocket, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of stuff they trying to play mind tricks on because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They devil worshippers. And there's nothing I can do about that because it's none of my business about what they want to do with the creator of the universe. He gave me something. He gave you something. Now you dealing with the devil, that don't have nothing to do with me. Me dealing with God got something to do with me. But guess what? I can't allow you to drain my energy from me. And I refuse that. So I'm very protective of that in an aggressive manner. That's what I mean by me being aggressive with my boundaries. My mother, my sisters, my aunties, my cousins, my uncles. And I'm not willing to give y'all that energy no more because I'm the new me. I have died. And once, like all the old books, whatever book you believe in, if you die in your flesh, he will give you everything you need. You won't have a want or a need. So I'm exercising this now, and now they see that I'm about to come into the fruition of paper fiat money that I don't care about. Now everybody's on my line. Oh, let me can I? So guess what? I give them everything because once I get this bag, you ain't getting nothing.
Right. Let me ask you something.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting any type of help? Are you going to a therapist? Are you going to a counselor right now? Are you getting any kind of help?
Ma'am, do you know the definition of psyche?
Not offhand.
Psyche, the definition of psyche means soul. So, ma'am, I refuse to talk to anybody but God about my soul. Okay. And I think that's the biggest myth that I believe. Just me. I don't know about nobody else. I don't want to put my beliefs on nobody else.
Okay.
I believe if you talk to anybody other than God about your soul, you was on the other opposite team. Because it's only one relationship you need to have and one bond you need to have, and that's with God.
Right, but
and
listen,
you don't need to talk to nobody about that.
I'm not talking about relationship, though. I understand having a relationship with God. I get that. What,
Yes.
but what I am saying
Yes, ma'am.
is I'm sitting up here telling you that there's nothing wrong with going and talking to somebody. There's nothing wrong with getting mental health services. There's nothing wrong with it. You have been through a trauma.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
that is a big trauma. And
Yes,
I
ma'am.
feel like you need some help. Going and speaking
I have.
to a therapist, that's not going against God. That's something that's helping you. You don't understand that can help you develop more as a person. That can help you with healing.
Yeah, because I got a lot of. I agree with you because I explode at times spiritually
Right,
and aggressively with at people that don't deserve it
right. And
because I'm
that's
holding it
that
in.
right
So
there.
it's like a ticking time bomb. But it's I work out. I try to work out. I try to do everything I can mentally, physically, spiritually, and working out. But it comes out at times on people that don't deserve it. I definitely agree with you on that. So I
So
need to not allow it to come out on people that don't deserve it. I don't need to let it
exactly.
come out, period,
And
because if I get therapy, it'll just be smooth. I understand what you're saying, Mel,
right. So
and I agree.
listen to what I'm telling you. I want you to you have medical assistance.
Ma'am, the federal government, since I'm on probation, they are willing to help me.
Okay.
But the thing is, this is I put in for mental health disability in 2011, and they denied me. So the federal government, my probation officer, they plan because now they have to go 11 years back pay and give me a big check. So they refuse to try to help.
Okay, so
So
listen. I
they
want
acting
you
like they gonna help, but they not.
I want you to call whatever hotline. I don't know where you live, but I want you to try to get in touch with some type of help agency
Yes, ma'am.
so they can go ahead and put in mental mental health services. I know here it's called MHMR unit. Try to find the mental health services unit where you live. And when you go down,
I'm in Kansas City.
okay, so when you go down there, what they'll do is they'll go ahead and sign you up for the medical assistance. They cannot deny you if you need mental health services. They cannot deny you medical. They can't deny you medical. You don't have no income or anything. So you try get to that agency, call them and let them know that I need help. I'm looking for mental health services. I need somebody to speak to. Because let me tell you something. You going ahead and getting those services for yourself is going to help you develop more. Because just like you shared with me, you're blowing up on people. I would never want you in a situation to where you blow up and you can't turn back from that and something bad happens. So I want you to be responsible and I want you to do right by yourself. And I want you to contact the agency tomorrow morning and let them know that you're looking to get in with a therapist or a counselor.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
want you to start helping yourself. There's nothing wrong. I've done it before. So I'm coming to the table and I'm just being real and transparent. I've done it before.
Yes, ma'am.
And it helps you to be able to talk to somebody every single week and somebody don't know you and you just able to just vent and let it all out and leave it right there. I'm telling you, it's a weight off of you. And then you'll learn different skills on how to communicate
Yes, ma'am.
and not just blow up. You're blowing up because, like you said, you're a ticking time bomb that has held all this stuff in for so long. Then you were incarcerated. They wasn't rehabilitating you. They were
Yes,
punishing
ma'am.
you. You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
ma'am.
You need to do this for you to be a better
The
person.
the only people that's really trying to help me is the NAACP. I tried to because me and my brothers in there we came up with our own corporation, Black Lives Matter Muslims because we Muslims. So, but we've been trying to reach out to Black Lives Matter. They refuse. We've been trying to reaching out to Team Rock. They refuse. But the NAACP in Kansas City, Johnson County, which is the suburb of Kansas, they told me, Mr. Ivy, if you need any help we promise you, if you get your lawsuit in, we're going to help you with everything you need. So the
Okay.
whole thing is now is everybody in my family is suppressing me to try to get help. I can't reach out. I'm not mobile, so I gotta rely on a ride. I
Okay,
gotta
so
do this. I
listen.
gotta do that.
So
I don't have
listen.
no clothes. I don't have these are things. I'm trying to go to the Salvation Army to get my clothes because I hate. I'm a 39-year-old man. I hate asking for help, but at this point in my life is I have to reach out
Right.
because if I don't reach out, I'm gonna be stagnant. I'm gonna be stuck in
Right.
where I'm at, physically. You know what I'm saying? My spiritual, my mental is okay, but I need my physical to match up with all this. So if
Right.
I don't reach out now, it's not gonna happen.
And also
So
call and see if you can get a referral, a voucher for the Salvation Army. They'll give you a voucher so you can go over there and you can shop and get you, a few things, as well. But
yes, ma'am.
I want you tomorrow morning to get on that phone and handle your business and do what you got to do.
Yes, ma'am. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just want to let you know, you are a blessing to me. You are a blessing to the whole world. You shine so brightly. Your spirit. Don't never settle for nothing. You know what you have. Do not let these people use your energy because you are it. You is the shit. You are it. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know that.
Thank you.
If
Listen,
it means anything to you.
message me. It means a lot to me, and I really appreciate your words so much. They're definitely a blessing. I want you to message me on Facebook when you get done calling tomorrow, and you give me an update on what's going on. And if you don't get nowhere, I'm gonna call my own self.
You need to come to Kansas City too. You don't have no tour in Kansas City.
I
I know we
don't.
pretty small, but can you please, if you can, man, to see if you can do and add some more dates on there, please.
We'll
We
see.
need to.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I want you to message me. I'm gonna be looking for a inbox from you around noon tomorrow because you can get up, get on that phone at 9 o'clock, and do what you got to do. And I want to update about noon and 1 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You have my word on that, ma'am. I will
Okay.
definitely do that
I'll
for you.
be
Thank
looking
you, ma'am.
forward to it tomorrow.
May, yes, ma'am. May God bless you and
Thank you.
all the things you want to do, man.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Bye. So I forgot what I was telling you before the phone call here came through. I forgot I know I was sharing something with y'all about a guy, but I forgot what I was saying. Um yeah, we have to help each other. I feel like it's our duty and it's our responsibility when we see things like that. And I know a lot of y'all gonna understand where I'm coming from. When we see things like that and we come in contact with people, we have to reach out and do things like that. And that's why we should be more open about us. Like, I don't mind being open, saying I've went and got counseling before. I've tried to kill myself before, because of things that, I was walking around dealing with. You know, I've been I spent some time in the hospital before because I tried to kill myself, tried to take my own life, you know. And I love this kind of space because I can come and I can be real in this space because I can help other people heal, and I can pour into other people and I can show other people, like, listen, I didn't care about nobody talking about me, baby. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I came to the forefront because at the end of the day, I serve God. And what I went through is not my business. It's God's business. And if I serve God, yes, I'm going to come to the table and I'm going to share my testimony with people. I I've told y'all before, I can't care about what my family going to say. I can't care what people that don't like me going to say. I'm going to stand on the forefront and I'm going to share my testimony because I'm worried about the people it's going to save. I ain't worried about the people talking about me that ain't got nothing going on with their life, so they're going to sit up and talk about me. I I don't got time for that. But I do have time to share my testimony to save somebody else from killing themselves. I do have time to share my testimony so I can encourage somebody, go and talk to somebody before something bad may happen. When you know you need help, go get help before it's too late. And that's all. And that's all I want, that young man to do. And it's I think it's commendable that he sees that I'm aggressive when I communicate. I treat people like I shouldn't like him, like, baby, listen. They make more like him. Sitting up here saying like I shouldn't have talked to people like that. People don't take that type of accountability. They don't. They just don't take that type of accountability. But the phone lines is open. We got about 99 missed calls. But the phone line is open now for anybody that was trying to get through. If you want to call in and you want to, talk about, there we go. Hello, caller.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on with you? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good and you.
This is street lawyer. What's going on with you?
Okay, street lawyer, I'm doing good and you.
You know what I'm going to see? I got to pull up on you. You hear me?
Oh, okay.
Gorgeous brown black woman. I got to pull up on you.
Thank you. Did you wanna weigh in on what we talking about?
No, I'm sorry. Listen, no, I just see, I just see everything. I'm sorry. I had to, show my respect to you. That's all, really. That's all.
Oh, okay, so
I'm
you
sorry.
so
Because
you
I'm in
good,
barber shop right now on something else. I just want to show you my love, respect. That's all. I'll see you later,
oh,
okay?
okay. Have a good
You
evening.
too. All right,
Thank
you
you.
too. You too.
So yeah, it's like we have to be like that. We don't, a lot of people don't take accountability like that. People won't take accountability like, oh, I treated that person wrong. You know what I mean? Or oh, I shouldn't have did that. People don't take that type of accountability. Him coming on here and taking that is commendable. It really, really is. And that's the first step of changing when you identify, those things, about yourself. I know that wasn't easy for him, just like he was expressing that he doesn't like to ask for help. A lot of black men don't like to ask for help. They don't, and I feel like we have to change that. And I feel like the way, like I said earlier, we can create safe environments. You know what I mean? We can be a go-to person if they need to vent. We can pray for them. We can be their covering. You know what I mean? We can be those things to them. We definitely have to restore all our black men. We have to. And I'm just being real about it. Our sons, our brothers, our nephews, our fathers, we have to restore. This is our community. And not just restore black men. We need to be restoring each other. you know Brian, discussion is great, but no change will come due to the simple human nature. No one cares. As sad as it sounds, in a world of humans, nobody cares. So you tighten your game up and you move on. Brian, I don't believe that. I believe that, us as black women, we definitely have the voice, we have the power, we have the compassion, to be able to be there, for y'all. And is it, some black women that don't care? Yeah. It's some black women that do not care. And I'm sorry that some of y'all may have ran into, the ones that, don't care. But at the end of the day, there are some out here that do care about y'all. And we're going to do our part, to do better, by y'all as friends and relationships, just as confidants, just somebody, to just be there for it. Like, if we individually, just try to do better by each other, I think that society for us will be a lot greater. You know what I mean? But I do believe change is going to come. If more people stand on the forefront like me and so many other people listening right now, if we start standing on the forefront for what's right and speaking out about things like this, change will come. You have to understand, a lot of people are followers. They have been taught to oppress black men. So they really don't know. Hello, caller.
So, this is Dyson, from Miami, Florida.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, fine. I'm 26 years old. No, I'm not gonna talk about myself. I'm gonna talk about stuff that's like related, to black men, young and old.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing is, I think the thing is, um, we live in a society, right, to where we don't like have an agency or anything to fall back on.
Mm-hmm.
So even amongst other black men, we have to show that, we have this level of self sufficiency. We don't.
we get looked down upon with either on the black man or black woman. But like you said in the live stream a few minutes ago, that we can't, do that. You have to, whatever God has put in us, you got to use that to help people around us.
Absolutely. 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 Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, so I don't know where to begin, but there's so much like series of events that
Okay.
has happened throughout this year.
With you.
Uh, for myself, but not excluding myself.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll talk about myself. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna say it like this. As soon as I started getting more stuff going on,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just leave it at that. It went from the voice. The voice went to, "Oh, what are you doing? You know, you have nothing else to." Or okay, if you happen to get that, you should look after. You should look. I know I'm for looking after, but I know I look after, and then I don't get that same reciprocation back
Right.
once I do look after. But nah, I don't want to do that. That's not mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you holding back.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I have to hold, no, sometimes I have to, sometimes, look, it's sometimes I say what I need to see, and make a point,
Mm-hmm.
and then then all of a sudden, if you do this, um, you're taking a bigger risk, you're taking a chance. But if, in order for me to go to that next level or make
Right.
that move, that whatever God has called for me, I have to make
Right.
that decision. I have to take that step.
Right. Do you understand that you're allowing people that have nothing going on for themselves, or people that don't understand your walk, don't understand your goals, don't understand your dreams? They probably don't have dreams and they probably don't have goals. And do you understand that you're letting them try to pour into you, and they don't even understand? You understand that? They can't
No, I understand. It's
understand.
not the crazy part. The crazy part is, I don't know. When I take a step back, all of a sudden they want to be more involved. They now want to be, oh, I care. I'm just trying to show you how this world. Yeah, they use this how this world. Yeah, and I'm of the church family. You already know how church families are.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say I don't like to do this, man, but the church family be the worst to their children. And we supposed to be the best. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be the best example. I mean, the pastor's son.
You're a pastor's son?
Yeah.
And how was that?
I mean, he's not a pastor no more because, see, I don't want to put out no business, man. I don't want to do that. Or
No,
what caused him
I'm
to
not
not be a
asking
pastor
you.
no more.
I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking, how did that make you feel?
I mean, sad in a way, but no, I seen people who are of the church family, you know, and they are the example to the world. But unfortunately, I happen to be of the church family,
Right,
who are not of the great example.
right. And I'm gonna just throw this out there from speaking to men and women that have fathers for pastors, and things like that. Um, I've seen that a lot of them try to keep up an image. It's not really about God. It's about this
Yep,
image that you have to keep up for the church, and I just think it's wrong. I think it's really, really wrong. I mean, children of pastors,
and
and
I'm a
people.
grown folk. I'm 26. I'm grown. I can't even. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. They go, oh, you're looking back at it. And then when I don't look back, oh, you got to remember. I'm like, how you gonna tell me don't look back at a certain situation? But when I try to move on, oh, you got to remember that. You got to understand that. But I'm gonna let you turn on. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes when people cause trauma to you or pain, they don't want you to go back and talk about it or discuss it. And they don't want to hear the way they made you feel. So that's why they probably tell you like, oh, don't look back. And I understand, don't look back on some things. But sometimes when you're not healed from something, and the person that caused the pain is telling you not to look back, that's not healthy.
Now I know
That's
that.
not
So
that's not healthy at all. I have experienced, like I said, talking to, you know, people, in your situation, coming from a church family. And you would think these would be the best people. You would think that it's not. It's not for that. And I'm just being honest. So much trauma, just so much hurt and pain, so much pressure
like
to be
here's the thing,
perfect
most of my trauma is like physical and mental. No,
physically and
well, I
mentally.
mean physical. I'm talking like terms of fighting.
Yeah.
But I don't even try to fight. Well, I hate to bring. I hate to even bring my business. Like it got so bad. I don't even. No, I don't. Yeah, that I visit my family here and there. But it
Hmm.
got so bad. My younger brother, he just turned. He was like last year, 2021. He was 18. He
Hmm.
was fighting doing my dad. He ran away, jacked the car,
Hmm.
went to jail. I mean, he's out of jail. God
Yeah.
bless. God bless that he's out of jail and all that. But
Hmm.
oh no, well me, he'll try to push me to fight. He'll try to push me to fight him. Like, all right, when I was in 12th grade, having the senior trip, the dude was beating me. Oh, you better not dress like a thug. Like, and then I had different types of clothing. Oh, he pinched me saying you better not freaking cry. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to act. I'm already trying to act like none of this happened, and you really pinching me. And he was doing it in front of the people, smiling weird and whatnot. I'm on some demonic stuff. I'm like, are you okay? I'm like, are you okay? This whole time in my back of my, I mean, I was freaking tearing up and whatnot.
Hmm.
You know,
Do you go to church now?
um, used to 2 years ago. I stopped for a while.
Why you
I
stop?
know it's not. Uh, well, I tried last year, but I don't know. I forgot what's the church called. You know those churches right where you have to be baptized to be quote unquote saved if you're not baptized. And what happened to went to those? I don't think it was a genuine church.
Hmm.
It was about having faith. The faith. Oh yeah, they don't believe in instrumentals because they say it's of the devil. I forgot
Hmm.
what it's sort of like a Jehovah's Witness, but it's not. But,
Okay.
yeah, and they believe to only use the New International version.
Okay, so you tried to go to that church.
No,
Oh.
I didn't know it was that church. I started doing my. Oh yeah, they don't even like with you doing research.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I seen Christian YouTube channels talk about to avoid churches like that. But I haven't gone to a church, but I should
Somebody
look
said,
at other
so
churches.
is
Yeah.
it the Church of God in Christ?
Yeah, that church. Exactly. That's the type of church too. Oh yeah, I even heard stories. I even heard stories where those that church caused people to commit suicide. So,
Mm.
oh, if you don't do this, if you don't get your boom, 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 then you're this, you're that. Like it was the people are so stressed out. I'm like, wow.
No music. Hmm. Wow.
No, but I didn't want to do that. I don't. I didn't want to do that.
Mm.
I
Is there
I didn't want to do that over
anything,
the phone.
I understand, is there anything else that you wanna just vent about or get off your chest or
Yeah, I know. No, like, but once shoot, damn, I don't know how much I need. But how much it costs for like? No, no. I mean, once I get this newfound of, I'm not gonna talk about disclose what type of money I'm gonna make.
mm-hmm.
But like once I do make that money, I don't know. I feel like once I mention, oh, I'm spending some of that money on therapy, people are gonna be like, oh, you see, this is the problem with you. This, I don't know. I remember me. I was the same kid that was talking about how my sister was like this or that. I feel like not even my sister. I feel like my whole family gonna be like, "Why are you going to waste your money on
You don't
therapy,
you don't
and
you
stuff?"
don't have to share
They
with
don't look at it as a
anybody.
waste of money.
You don't have to share with anybody that you're going. That's your business. You don't have to share. You don't have to share with them or anybody else. You can keep that to yourself. I have people that keep it to themselves. But do
I mean,
what
but
you
what do
have
you
to
do with
do.
nosy family members? No, I don't mind doing. I know my the dynamic of my family how it's not so positive, but like no, but I have some of my family members I'm okay with, but it's just like when I'm away for so long, all of a
Hmm.
sudden they want to show up. Oh, you must be doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, even in that, nobody has to know. I'm telling you. I have people just like you that do, coaching with me. And that's one thing I talked about in the coaching because they had the same concerns. And I told them, listen, you don't have to share that with anybody. You don't have to tell anybody. Nobody has to know. It's not nobody's business. This is what you need to do for you. It's not about nobody else. It's about you healing. It's about you having a safe space to be able to vent and talk about, what you've been through or what's bothering you. That don't have nothing to do with nobody else. So please don't be
Oh yeah,
discouraged to go because you don't want nobody to know. And that's what we have to stop doing in the black community. We gotta stop doing that. People really need
yeah, that's true.
help. People need help to where they need. Let them go get help before they do something to you. And I'm not talking about you. But I'm just
No,
saying,
I know, I
let
know.
let let people go get help and stop discouraging people and talking about people because they want to go and get some help and get they mental health together before they do something to you or somebody else. God forbid. You see what I'm saying? Somebody just snap out and then somebody, oh, they needed help. But when they came and said they needed help, you talked about them. And we shouldn't do that. I mean, that's what I would sit up here and I would tell you to do. Get you some help if that's what you feel like you need and keep it to yourself. Don't nobody gotta know.
Oh no, here's the thing. Not only, I mean, no man. Well, at my second or third job,
Mm-hmm.
that was before the pandemic. I started talking about certain things that I didn't feel comfortable talking about.
Mm-hmm.
People at the job used that against me, so I was like, hey, no, I ain't gonna do that. Though
Yeah.
there's some people I trust to talk about things, talk about me, and bring out whatever I was going through or not. But I thought
Mm-hmm.
that was a mistake. Now I was even mentally terrorized, man. I didn't even, but I was like, oh, thank God. I mean, unfortunately, I got out the job, but all right. But now the job, it was a call center job for Marriott. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, not in a lawsuit. I don't know. Man, it's a long story on that. I
I
don't even.
understand, but I want you to get help for you. I want you to get help for you. You gotta take care of you. You have to. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank
Um.
you. Go ahead.
All right. Shoot. I think another thing is we need. I don't know. We need to stop I don't know encouraging bad behavior.
Absolutely. 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 And stop sitting up and witnessing bad behavior, witnessing abuse, knowing about abuse, and not speaking up about it. Do you know how many children could have been saved? How many people could have been saved if somebody would have just spoke up? I'm not talking about, see, people will go in there gossip, but you won't speak up for some abuse. It
Oh
don't look
no,
right.
needing help. Like they got the help that one thing. Shoot, they could have gone a lot further on and helped out other people on top of that. Other people look to sabotage people in their situation. So
Absolutely.
I had my moments where, you know, unfortunately I had people. I don't want to do that. This group, man. Nah, I'm gonna say I have people try to sabotage. Oh yeah, I hate to bring up my college days. That was our first in college and whatnot. Okay, I'm supposed to get my little refund money.
Hmm.
You took the refund card and then spent all. I'm like, I need the re. I don't know.
Who took your refund money and spent it?
My own father.
Your father.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I was still going to classes anyways. I'm my own for. I mean, I felt because I didn't have the book, but I put that in the appeal. They ain't, but oh yeah, I had a second time with my appeal, but they didn't want to go for it. So now I ended up going to like a technical school, like for IT.
Okay. I mean, did he take do you live with him?
No, no anymore like that.
Okay, but when you were living with him, he took the card from you.
Yeah.
So did he take the card for like bills or something?
I don't know what it did. Probably spent on bills, credit
Okay.
card. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. Um, No, that was before when I chose. Okay, I'd rather just be homeless, all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the homeless shelter. They didn't want to do nothing for me, man. They didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, but the people at the homeless shelter they got fired. I don't know how they. Oh yeah, I applied. Listen, I applied. I called, and then they said my name's available.
Mm-hmm.
But then I told them, yo, my name wasn't available, and then I don't know which lady got fired for that. Oh yeah, I guess they found that suspicious. And those people who didn't want to, and the people I was out the homeless shelter, and this is before the pandemic. I think
Mm-hmm.
2018 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then people who was at the shelter, like those people who was not trying to really do anything. No, those people who needed help got the help, but those people
Mm-hmm.
who didn't need the help,
Right.
or not only that didn't need the help, they was not trying to do it, get the jobs. They was not trying to get this. I'm like, now, like to myself, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that this is the stuff that they would do.
Right. I have a question for you. So, do you on your own and stuff now?
No, I live with other people.
Okay, you live with other people. Okay,
Yeah,
but you're not at home with your parents.
yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
No, but here's the thing. Yeah, when I started, having a whole nother place, it's good. Yeah, then all of a sudden, it's important to have family, this or that. It's a lot cheaper. You'll save your money. I like you now. Is all of this. You'll save your money and stuff.
That's sad. That's sad. I'm
Don't feel bad.
all I could
Please
say
don't feel
is
bad.
I'm sorry that you had to go through the things that you went through. You know,
No, I seen people. I know people go through messed up stuff for their mother. No, but my case is my father, unfortunately.
okay. I mean, and it doesn't even matter. Like you don't have to compare. Like what you went through is what you went through. You see what I'm saying? I just hope that you really, look into getting some help and get on the journey to healing because you deserve that.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I mean since the pan, hey, yeah. I had it. At 2019 before the pandemic, I had to come back. You know what I'm saying? No, but my younger brother, nah, I don't want to see you in the streets, no this or that. Like, nah, I'd rather be in the streets before I come back. But it's like, all right, fine, I'll come back.
Are you in a shelter now?
No, I'm not in no shelter.
Okay, you're not in a shelter now. Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, but no, here's the thing. Okay, I don't know. I told another person who's like a father.
Mhm.
He's like 22. He does football.
Mhm.
So I don't know if he's trying to get into football for a career.
Mhm.
Um, I told him, look, this happened in just 2020, like when my father just got his new real estate. I don't know how God keeps. Just leave it down. Um, I ain't have my car, no nothing, no stuff like that.
Mhm.
Feels like, oh, I wish you never met me. You don't look to do anything. No, the thing is, I wish you never met me nothing ever again. And I really mean that. I told him that. Dude broke down in tears. I'm like, man, please don't feel bad for me, man. Please don't. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad. I even, broke down in tears my damn self. But,
Right.
you know, I'm like, bro, that's how, I guess that's how it is. Yeah, but when I started having my stuff again,
It's not the you.
like here and there, yeah, now all of it's the same story. You know how it's important to deal with family and whatnot. You
Mhm.
know how, not only that, you know how important it is to have family. Um, and also you know how it's important to keep your relationship with father. You know the stigma. Or it's important to keep your relationship with a black father. Not a lot of black men have a black father. Like,
That's what was said to you.
no, I said, yeah, that's what he was saying. I'm like, what? You say it's okay to dog me out, talk to me like that, and
No,
then
it's
say
not. It's
you're
not
sorry.
okay. It's not. That's not okay. And then to try to manipulate you, like, oh, a lot of black young men don't have a relationship with their father. Like that's not right. It's just it's just not right. It's not. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you, I pray that things get better for you. I really do. Make sure you message me and give me an update, or if you need to message me and just vent, that's okay too. But I thank you for calling in.
yeah. I should let someone else say what it need to say
Okay.
at this point.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope things get better and you go ahead and you get help and start healing because nothing's wrong with going to get mental health services. Nothing is wrong with it. And that's your
Let me
business.
say this before. You know, Wizard of Oz. I keep thinking of Wizard of Oz. Um, I don't know, society, black women and men alike expect us. I'm not, I guess specifically for black men. I don't know, expect society in general expect us to be like a tin man, no,
Hmm.
with no heart or anything. Just
Yeah,
just do, don't say nothing.
yeah. We gonna change that. We're going to change that because us, we're going to start acknowledging, that y'all go through stuff too, that y'all hurt, that y'all suffer from, abuse, and so many different things. We're going to start acknowledging that. And if it has to start with me as a black woman and then, I just continue to talk about it and bring the awareness to it, then that's what we need to do. Because I want people to be in good mental health. I want people to have positive, you know, mental health. I want people to heal, you know, and just become the best version of themselves that they can. And that's what I want for you. I'm sorry that you went through everything you went through. You did not deserve that. You didn't. And I want you to
Mm.
understand that and I want you to know that. And I also want you to know to focus on you. Focus on bettering you. However you have to better you to have a better future. That was your past, but you can create moving forward. I've been through some trauma myself growing up. And when I got grown, I had to tell myself that what happened in the past, things shouldn't have happened to me. You see what
No,
I'm
I'm not
saying?
gonna. I don't do the comparison. Now I see your point.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
don't know how. Like it got so bad. Like one of my brothers went crazy. I mean, went to a mental hospital. I miraculously got a little bit. I mean, a little bit better. I mean, nah, I got detached myself. Yeah,
And people get there because of things that happen to them. A lot
yeah.
of people can't really, they don't know how to deal with being molested. Some people don't know how to deal with, being abused and, being hurt by the person
No,
that is supposed to love
I
you.
ain't never been touched. I
No,
just
I'm not saying you.
physically,
No, no,
psychologically. Yeah, no,
no,
no.
no, not you. I'm just saying in general, wherever
Yeah.
you fall into that. A lot of people don't know how to deal with things like that. That's just like a rape victim. They shut down. And you can't tell somebody how long to shut down for. There's people that shut down for many, many years and never ever talk about what happened to them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it's
true.
it's not right,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying for you, I'm saying I apologize for what you've been through. I know I didn't do it, but I'm sitting up here telling you you did not deserve that. But what I am telling you is you have a bright future. And from this point forward, you make that future look like what you want it to look like. You don't have to deal with any of that stuff anymore. Create a better future for you. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. No, I
Okay.
know what to do.
Okay. Well, I thank you so
But
much
I'm
for
gonna talk
calling
about
in.
it. I'm gonna talk about it later on.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for calling in, and I hope that you get the healing that you need. Okay.
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, before I should I talk about this before I go? No, this is gonna be the last thing I talk about. I even figured out in the line of work, my line of work I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting into in 2020. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have to have a clear mind
Right.
to get the line in that line of work. I mean, I can't be in a bad mindset. If I do, it'll even affect with how I make money in that line of work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You owe it to yourself to have a positive mindset. You owe that to yourself. And you can create that. You can create that. You can create a positive environment, positive way of thinking, positive relationships. You can create that. Us as people, we so used to toxic. We so used to, arguing with somebody, doing this, doing that, that we don't understand that I don't have to be like
But
that.
here's the thing. Here's the thing with some people. I don't know. I said this is supposed to be the last thing. Some people don't actually believe, so believe that they don't deserve the good things, or like they don't
And that's the
deserve to get.
problem.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. That's the problem. Mindset. People feeling like they don't deserve something. Or, I'm gonna stay in this relationship. Even though it don't serve me, I'm gonna stay in this relationship. It ain't doing nothing for me, but I'm gonna stay here because I'm used to being here. No, we don't have to live like that. We are supposed to be happy people. Are we going to go through things? Absolutely.
Of
But we are
course.
not supposed to be 80% miserable and 80% feeling depressed. And no, I'm not being in no depressive relationship. I'm not being in no depressive friendship. I'm not being around family that make me feel depressed. I'm not being in those type of environments because I don't have to. I don't care who I lose. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure my space is positive, loving, it's light, it serves God. That's what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm going to be to other people, But I thank you for
Yeah.
calling, and I gotta go. I got like
Yeah, I'll let
200
you
missed
go.
calls, but message me if you need me, okay?
Oh, okay, no problem. Definitely.
Okay, have a good evening.
Oh, I'll buy you
Oh, you
audio book.
you got Black Men Only?
No, I'll look to get it today.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think that's going to help you a whole lot. It's powerful. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good evening. India. Hey, India. Hey, Tanea. I see you in the comments. Miss Brown Sugar. But I think that's what, just going back to, you know, um, people telling men just get over it. Listen, don't Black men, I'm being real. Don't be in those type of spaces with them type of people. I don't care who it is. Don't be in those type of spaces. You deserve to be in positive spaces and positive environments. You deserve for a woman to ask you, how do you want to be loved? You deserve for a woman to cover you. You see what I'm saying? You deserve for a woman to have your back, to speak life into you, to empower you, to inspire you. You deserve that. And until you understand in your mind that you deserve that, you won't get it. You'll continue to be in cancerous environments where your emotions don't matter to people. Why would you want to stay in a cancerous environment where it's killing you versus being in an environment where you're happy and you're prosperous and and you feel empowered and you feel inspired and you feel like, this person got my back. These people got my back, and they pumping you up and they pouring into you so you can be the best version of you, and so you can go ahead and accomplish your goals and accomplish your dreams. Why wouldn't you want to be in that type of environment? I listened to a man yesterday sit on a radio show and tell this man, he said, listen, without my woman, without my wife, without my queen, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I was afraid. I was afraid to make those moves. And she told me, and she poured into me and told me, you can do this. He said she even bought me a book that taught me how to do it. She said that, he said, that's why we millionaires today, because of that Black woman. Baby, I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about. Do you understand that we as people have access to things? We have access to that, access to it, and we do nothing with it. We do nothing with it. Why not though? Why wouldn't you want to be, and this just don't go for Black men, why wouldn't you want to be in a relationship with someone that loves you, empowers you, inspires you, motivates you? Why wouldn't you want to be with somebody like that? Somebody that makes you happy, somebody cares about you, somebody that for a shadow of they got your back, baby. It don't matter what season of life you're going through, they got your back. Why wouldn't we as people want that? Why would we ever settle for less? It ain't got nothing to do with money. It ain't got nothing to do with a job. It ain't got nothing to do with the person drive. Why wouldn't we want to be rich in that spectrum of life? Why wouldn't we want to be? Why wouldn't we want our mental health to be rich? Why wouldn't we want our spirit to be rich? Why wouldn't we want to be rich like that? I want to be rich like that. I want to make someone else feel rich like that. I want to do that. Why? Why continue to stay in cancerous environments where people is tearing you down? They're killing you. They're killing you. You're miserable. You don't even want to be around that person or them people. It's like a dark cloud. You have the power. You have the power to make your environment positive. You have the power, black men, to be in environments where your emotions matter, how you feel matter, what you're going through matters. You can be in those type of environments if you choose to, or you can choose to stay in the environments that you're in. Your emotions matter. Be around people that your emotions matter too, though. That's all. That's all I'm saying. India, don't cut me and then ask me why I'm bleeding. And that's what people do. And that's what people do. And as soon as you cut them off, baby, then they, oh, I'm sorry I messed up and I didn't mean to do you like this, baby. You ain't have to do none of what you did. You did it because that's what you chose to do. So now I got to sit you on outside. I got to sit you outside the circle. You don't know how to act in here. Lorenzo, black women are anointed to help her mate succeed. Unfortunately, they are using the gifts at work and not at home. Now say it again. They're using their gifts on their boss. You using your gifts, your God-given gifts on your boss, but you ain't using them on your man or your husband. Men, y'all have gifts too. Y'all have gifts too. We won't talk about it. Y'all got gifts too. Y'all ain't using them at home either. Let's talk about it. We got to pull it together. We got to pull it together. Period, point blank. India, no more teaching people how to treat me. No, you set the standard, India. You set the standard. Period, point blank. You set the standard. You treat you good, and them people gonna know, oh, I can't play with India. I ain't even gonna play with India. Because they know India ain't playing about herself. You have to know your worth, and you have to always know your worth. People ain't gonna play with you if you know your worth. They're not gonna play with you. Especially if you like me, baby. Baby, I walk away in a minute. Because I don't got time. Oh, baby, I don't got time to play with nobody. I don't got time. I know my worth. I know what I know as a black woman, what I bring to the table. You understand? And I'm gonna talk about a friendship. I cover my friends in prayer. You see what I'm saying? I show up for my friends when they need me to show up for them. When they going through something, no, baby, we going through something. That's what I bring to the table as a friend. As a woman, I'm going to cover my man. I'm going to pray for him. I'm going to make sure his mental health is straight. I'm going to cover him in places that he don't see coming. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to cover him from the enemy. I'm going to cover him from himself. I'm going to pour into him. I'm going to always let him know, listen, you're not in this by yourself. We're going through this together. I got your back through this. I got your back. I'm not going to let nobody else come for him. I'm not going to let nobody else attack him. I'm not doing that. I know who I am as a woman. I know what I bring to the table. But you also have to understand that when people don't appreciate when you sit at their table and you go ahead and you put everything on the table that you bring, when they don't appreciate it, you gotta go ahead and pack your stuff up. Don't care about how nobody feel. You gotta go ahead and pack your stuff up and you got to go. And the people that continue to sit at them tables and they ain't appreciated and they disrespected and ain't no loyalty, baby, I'm not sitting at no table like that. I'm not gonna keep. You become a dummy then. You become a dummy. You become a dummy when you know what you bring to the table and you keep sitting at that table and there's no appreciation being served. There's no loyalty being served. There's no respect. Oh, you a dummy at that point. Oh, baby, I've been a dummy. Oh, I could come and talk about it because I've been a dummy. Only a dummy could come and talk about it. only a person that don't care gonna come and talk about. I've been a dummy. I was a dummy. I didn't know my worth. And I continued to just let people do what they wanted to do. And I didn't know I felt like I needed them. So I didn't know how to pack my stuff up. I didn't know how to pack my stuff up, get up from the table and go. Because I didn't know my worth. But baby, as soon as I tapped in and know my worth, let me pack all this, baby. Let me take my loyalty. Let me take my prayer. Let me take my anointing. Baby, let me take my strength. I'm gonna take all that. Let me take my empowerment, my inspiration, my motivation. Yep, I'm taking all that and I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Period, point blank. Because I know my worth. And let me tell you something, baby. There is somebody praying. There's somebody praying for what you bring to the table. Somebody else is taking you for granted, but somebody else is praying. They praying. Hello.
Hey, Charlotte, it's Norman.
Hey, Norman, how are you? How have you been?
I've had better days.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not really sure what your topic is. I just tuned in. I just came from the gym working out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just that, but I caught a glimpse of what you were talking about,
Okay.
and and I was just saying like 'cause I did a video on this myself
Mm-hmm.
with all the Christian Chris and the Saving Saves. Is like when they start reading the Bible, they start hate the world. I mean, like for what? You know what I'm saying? And so, and I've been meaning to ask this, like, do certain people like that not have any good people in their lives? You know?
Some don't. Some people don't. Some people don't want good people, and then some people used up the good people. That's the
Yeah.
reality. That's the reality. They used up the good people. You know what I mean? And some
Mm.
people don't have no good people, so they don't even know how to handle good people. To be honest with you,
Right.
they
Yeah, I agree with that 100% because, like, I'm not even talking about the men and women that do this on Facebook and Instagram. Like, they were literally going to church saying stuff about men, how men this, that, and the third in the church.
Mhm.
I'm a living witness in the church,
Norman.
but yet it's still now.
Norman, do you? And I'm just being real. And every church is not like this. I'm gonna be real. Churches cater to women. We're gonna be
Wait,
real.
say that
A
again?
lot of a lot of churches cater to women. You know why?
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm
they do.
listen. I'm gonna be real here tonight. Because that's just who I am. Churches
Uh,
cater to women because women sow money into the church.
yeah,
They do. And I'm just being real. And
yeah.
because they will sit in church and they will say how a man is supposed to treat a woman. They will never get up on that stage and they will never tell a woman how a man should be treated.
That's
there's
right.
there's no awareness. I'm not going to say there's no awareness. I'm going to say that there is not much awareness when it comes to the church, and when it
Uh,
comes to teaching women how to be wives. They in church telling women what they want to hear, so women put the money in that collection plate. And I'm gonna tell you
yeah.
from experience, because with my platform, I'm at about maybe 75% men, and I'm at 25% women. And we know that there's a lot of influencers that also cater to women. They cater to women because women spend money. It's not about their platform being authentic. It's not about none of that. And I'm just being real right now. People can take it how they want to take it. It's not about being authentic. It's about these women are going to spend money if I tell them what they want to hear. Okay. So then you get an influencer like me, that my platform is more towards the empowerment of men. I would say you have 100%. I would say that my platform is 50% the empowerment of men, and maybe the other half is women, families, the black community, things like that. But a big bulk of my purpose is that, right? But I'm gonna be honest. I've went in meetings and they've told me that there's really no niche for me, because m- men are not buying things like women are buying things. We're going to be real here today.
Yeah.
I've had a woman in my comments, these men, don't support. You know what I mean? I can't say that. I can say that I have a few men on my platform that support around the clock all the time. They do.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say a lot of people are like, "Oh, why ain't your platform, is popular like Derek Jackson and people like that?" You know why?
Why?
Because I have 25% women on my page.
Oh.
Men don't support like women support. And I'm not 100% I don't have any support on my page. I have men that definitely go on my website and buy every single week to help me keep my platform going. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that that's how things are. I've come on
Mm.
here and I've told men, y'all gotta step up to the plate. You have to support the creators that are backing, black men that are about the empowerment. You have to start doing it. It's a lot of creators that want to give up. But at
Right.
the end of the day, it's like I'm still here. You know what I mean? I have
Yeah.
other creators that are still there. You see what I'm saying? We're not doing it for the money. Do we need help keeping our platforms afloat? Absolutely. But we're not doing it. We're doing it because it's a part of our purpose. When
Right.
church, that's why they do that. If men start going to church and spending money, they'll start talking about men. And I'm just being real. They'll start empowering men and inspiring men. They'll start doing that. Church won't just be about women. It'll be about the family unit again. Be about men and women. But they're going to sit in there and tell women what they want to hear because women are keeping the church afloat. And
Yeah. That's
I'm
right.
just being real. Larry Battle,
Um.
church is not working for the black man. I'm just being real. People say that all the
Yeah.
time. They sit in church, they tell women, you deserve this, you deserve that, down to a black man that because y'all ain't supporting the church. And I'm just
No, they
being
don't.
real. It's fake. It's fake and it's phony to me because they should be in church and they should be empowering men and women. You see what I'm saying? When Kevin Samuels
Yeah.
died, churches jumped right on board to bash Kevin Samuels. Churches
Yeah.
jumped right on board to bash Kevin Samuels because what? Black women were bashing him. They jumped on the bandwagon. They jumped on the bandwagon
Yeah. And
for
check this out
for
though.
money, for money,
Um.
and for support.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Derek Jackson. Like he spent 7 years straight talking about men that look like him, but yet he cheated on his wife for 3 different women. But
Black
no one bashed
women,
him.
black women made Derek Jackson a millionaire. They made him a millionaire. I was at an event with him before, and I'm gonna be
Oh
honest
yeah.
with y'all. Yes, I've met him. He knew exactly who I was. He tried to like front a little bit, like, "Oh, you don't know who I am." I said, "No." These women were all over him, y'all. They were all over him in his face. Oh, can I take a picture? I was just standing there. We were at a gala, and I was just
Yeah.
standing there off to the side. And the girl I was with, she wanted a picture with him, so I snapped the picture or whatever. But he could tell, he could sense my energy. He could sense I was not interested. He could sense he was like, "Oh, you don't want a picture?" I said, "No, thank you." He could sense it.
Okay.
And that hurted his ego a little bit because
Yeah.
I wasn't excited. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't all
Oh.
like, and it seemed like that's what he liked.
Yeah.
No, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Black women made him a millionaire. Black women made it possible for him to go and cheat on his wife. Let's be real.
Yeah.
They made it
Yeah.
possible for
Yeah.
him to go cheat on his wife. And let's talk about this. The same women that have been cheated on by a man that's listening to this man in his car. Talk about how black men, did them and this, that, and third, and he turned around and did the same thing. But the crazy thing, they still support him. They still support him.
Yeah. And the other thing, I'm not really mad about what he did. I'm mad that he was being a hypocrite. And that's pretty much what it was. You know? And
Yeah.
that's why like I had to like stop letting people tell me stuff. I had to
Hmm.
like use my intellect, use my brain.
Right.
Especially if they weren't doing 25% what they were telling me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I
I
mean like
think.
I had an old friend, right?
that he tried to like he tried to tell me how I screwed him over this, that, and third, some and some forth. But you kept cheating on a woman that you had a kid with. Like, come on, and you keep sending her mixed signals, going to her house, having sex with her, making her believe that you want her back, and you really don't. You playing with that girl's feelings, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like y'all got a son. Imagine what she gonna be teaching him as he grows.
Right. Some people, some people don't care, and that's the hardest part about it. And it ain't even it don't even got nothing to do with race or none of that. Like we should just be treating people how we want to be treated. Period. Point blank. Like
Yeah,
that's what we should be doing. One thing that surprised me, right? To go back to Derek Jackson, one thing that surprised me is I pay attention to a lot on social media. And do you know
yeah.
there was black women saying that they see why he left her for that other woman. You see why he cheated on his wife with that other woman? You understand that because it's him?
Wait, say that one more time.
They it was black women in the comments on a blog page saying they
Uh huh.
understand why he cheated on his wife. They
They said
understand.
that.
But hold on, I came out with a video and I said, "Sis, you're the reason he cheated." I was dragged all over social media, but he cheats on his wife, and black women say they understand and they see why he cheated. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy?
That don't make no sense to me.
It don't make no
It's
sense,
like,
but we have to understand. We have to also understand that people will sit up and change the rules to fit it when they want to fit it. Now, these women, these are the same women that was crying and hurt when somebody cheated on them, and then you gonna turn around and say you understand why this man cheated. How does that work?
that's crazy.
How does that work?
That that's crazy, man.
Saying, oh,
Like,
the other girl looked better than her. Huh?
and the thing, yeah, and the thing was that they was actually quote unquote separated. So, and that's why I don't do separation. Either we all the way in, or we're gonna completely cut it off. Because if we separate, there is always something in between.
Let me tell you something.
And
No, sir.
yeah,
No, sir. If a person is separated, and I don't know who need to hear this, if a person is separated, baby, they are still married. I do not care. They are
yeah,
still married. You are not
yeah,
divorced. I do not
yeah,
advise anybody to. I don't advise anybody to date or get into a relationship with a separated person. Because let me tell you something. I've seen it from my own eyes before, and they got back together. They got back together. Even sometimes they
yeah,
divorce and get back together. And now you
yeah,
got this person lingering around because they was like, oh, they separated. They gonna get a divorce. Separated is separated. It's still married. It's still
yeah,
married. I'm not listen. God ain't promised me no married man, baby. And I know he ain't promised nobody else no married woman.
yeah, yeah.
Uh-uh.
And like, now that you said that, Charlie Kimia, um, a while back, I'll make a long story short, but a while back, I knew this one girl who she worked at the gym, but she was cooking. She loved cooking at the gym, and that girl can throw down on that food. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I bought some stuff from her a couple of times and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so then that's we conversated. If you know me, I'm good at building a relationship with people.
Mm-hmm.
Despite of what I go through, I'm good at building relationships. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
I'm surprised I'm able to do that. But
Mm-hmm.
but we conversated and everything. We spoke for a good little minute. You
Mm-hmm.
know, at first I'm a licensed Zumba teacher, and I was after she could come take class. I'm not teaching any classes yet, but yeah.
Right.
But she said we conversating and everything. I helped her with her stuff and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, she gave me free food. I'm like, cool. I
Right.
mean, give me food I got paid down, that's great. I mean, hey. But then like when it comes to a great female, like
Mm-hmm.
if you do something for me, then I gotta do something for you. That's the type of guy
Okay.
because I won't feel less of a man if I don't return the favor. That's the type of guy I am. And you know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
So what did you
I
do for
mean,
her?
it, say that again.
What did you do for her?
Oh, I was about to. No, I was gonna take her out.
Okay.
And then she said, hit me up, hit me up. All right, cool. So
Mhm.
I'm at work, right? I
Mhm.
hit up in the DMs on Instagram. And
Mhm.
so I asked her because she works Saturday. So I said, well, how does Sunday sound in the DM?
Mhm.
And she said, well, I'm married, so the only thing we can offer is friendship. I'm like, girl, why you didn't tell me that? Why you didn't tell me that when I helped you pack your stuff up? I didn't say it to her, but what the heck?
You were thinking that. You were thinking, why
Yeah,
did she tell you she was married
yeah,
back then?
yeah,
I mean, I don't, I do appreciate that she told you she was married though.
yeah. I appreciate
You
that
see what I'm
too. But
saying?
I'm like,
Maybe,
why y'all? I
maybe,
mean, actually, like, why y'all trying to get me to break up a happy home?
no,
I'm not
maybe,
trying to risk that.
no, maybe Norman, like it, maybe she didn't think nothing of it. Maybe she was just being friendly, being nice, giving you food, you help her pack up. And I think that was appropriate of her though. Like once
Yeah,
messaging her saying, I'm married, or we can have this friendship. I think that's
yeah.
respectable. You know what I
But,
mean?
but
Like that's how it
yeah,
should
and here's the
go.
thing: like, she got an Instagram, right? She
Hmm.
never posted him. She never posted him.
Hmm.
Never.
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, her
like she would
telling
take,
you.
like she work out. She works out. Like
Hmm.
she'd been at the gym taking pictures of herself. I'm like, okay, where your man at?
Yeah, I mean, but he doesn't have to be at the gym with
I
her
mean,
with her Norman. But you need to appreciate the
yeah,
fact that she didn't allow you to take her out, and then you found out she was married, or you see what I'm saying? Some people would have
yeah,
went ahead and let you take them on a date, and then told you down the line like, "Oh, I'm married."
yeah. But I still don't see like that's risky to me. I still wouldn't risk that, man. You know, I can't because then that's gonna make you look like a big J A. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
Because like if you say because it stay with me.
I
If
know.
you if we hang out right and you tell me that you're married or engaged, but you don't completely cut me off, you still
Hmm.
click and clack with me in the DM. Because it's
Hmm.
been women tell me they're married, but yeah, they still click and clack with me in the DMs and everything. That lets you know that you are creeping on the low. Some of y'all might disagree, but hey, but it's like, well, we're not having sex. So I'm like, you don't gotta have sex with me to cheat on your man. You know, like it could lead up to that. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen. I'm
Hmm.
telling you, try to keep it. I'm a living witness to it. I've seen it happen.
Okay. All right, Norman. I gotta
Yeah.
go because I gotta wrap up. It was nice talking to
All right,
you. Have a good
all right, you
evening.
too. All right,
Thank
see you.
you. Hey, Mr. Howard. Shout out to Mr. Howard. Thank you so much for support my platform. Tanea. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you all my people that don't just subscribe to my YouTube. They what's it called? They signed up as a member. They're a member of my YouTube. So I thank y'all, so much. It definitely helps me keep my platform afloat. My main goal, today was to bring some awareness to that, black men have emotions too, and how they feel matter. And us as black women, we need to start acknowledging that. Um and we need to start creating safe spaces for the men in our life, our sons, our dads, our brothers, our nephews. We need to start creating a safe space, for them to be able to, talk to us, and express themselves. We should not be going around telling any black man that their feelings and their emotions don't matter, just get over it. Absolutely not. We wouldn't want someone to say that to us. And it starts with us as individuals, us changing our mindset, us doing better by people. Handle people how you would want to be handled. Would you want someone to tell you that your feelings don't matter? You wouldn't want that. You would feel crazy. You'll probably, you know, like really feel some type of way, and go into a depression, or you may shut down. And I just don't want that for anybody. And I especially don't want that for, our black men. It's hard for them. They don't get to cry to, they don't cry to another grown man. Us women, we cry to each other. We can vent to each other. We can be like that with each other because it's a safe space. You know, I want us to Travis, well, you got to change your environment, Travis. You control your environment. You control your environment. You have to change your environment. If you ain't getting what you need in that environment, either let me tell you something, either an environment, either you going to be peaceful in it or you going to be miserable. Either you going to be living or you going to be existing. The choice is yours. The people that you surround yourself with, you choose to be in a relationship with, friendship, familyship, the people you choose to be around, it's your choice. It's your choice. I don't mind cutting anybody off for my peace. God bless me with peace. I don't mind cutting nobody off for it. God bless me with happiness. I don't mind cutting nobody off for it. God bless me with a beautiful light of a spirit. I don't mind cutting nobody off for it. If they can't respect those things, they don't need to be in your life. Period, point blank. But to get back to what I was saying, men don't have that. They don't have someone they can cry to. They don't have somebody they can just vent to and just be vulnerable with. But why? Ask yourself why. If you're married, can your husband be that way with you? Can he be vulnerable? It's his mental. Are you protecting his mental health? Are you praying over him? Are you praying for him? Are you covering him? Are you asking him how was his day? Is there anything you want to talk about? Are you asking your boyfriend that? Are you asking your son, your nephews, your father, your brothers? Are we creating safe environments for the black men in our life so they can have healthy mindsets and so they can continue to protect and provide and teach in our black community? Hello, caller.
Hey, Charlatan. How you doing?
Hello. I'm good, and you?
That's good. This is Casso. You might see me texting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but let me I can't hear you. Let me see what I'm supposed to do to hear you.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not nothing that I want to just vent off and say a lot of stuff, but
Okay.
I just want to thank you for putting in the work you do and saying the stuff that you say and being who you are, because you know one thing I wanted to say, what triggered me to just call right now, is that what a lot of people fail to realize is that how rare a real person is, like real people are. And what your platform, you might see that your numbers ain't matching everybody else's or whatever the case may be, but it's rare to have real people with purpose online, period. There's a lot of people be online, they playing games, they trolling, they doing all kinds of things. But you know, I observe a lot of things that be going on, and it don't take me long to know who got it and who don't got it. And from the first time I listened to you, I knew that you was like an answer. I've been praying that, like, where do I've been looking like, man, where the real people at? Like, nothing never really seemed to, like when somebody might be speaking something and when they finish, they touch so many bases. Like even tonight, how you approach the people you talk to and how you cover different areas and like how you go, it all show me how special your gift really is and how pure and relevant your gift really is. And those people are rare, and a lot of people, they here for entertainment. They here to play games. They here to be messy. They here, like, you called to do something great, and you might not have what everybody else, but it's coming. It's coming, and my support has been lacking because I'm not a technology person. To put my credit card online and buy something, it's like pulling my teeth, and you know what I'm saying, and my teeth ain't even loose. So it's like it's hard for me to trust this system and put my information. So it's like, man, how can I support her? But I tell myself all the time, well, you know what? Whenever I do, she gonna really, you know what I'm saying? See, and you might be wondering why certain people ain't pouring into your, it may be something simple as with me. Like I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram, I don't have nothing. When I'm online, I'm either listening to you or listening to music, making creative music off YouTube, like freestyling to instrumentals and stuff like that. I'm only there for that, and I'm back to my life. So, um, I just wanted to encourage you to just keep going, doing what you're doing, and really touch bases with you because it just seemed like it was a perfect time. So, you know, I'm, that's about it. You know,
Okay. I appreciate your words so much.
no doubt.
Okay. Have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
That's true. We men don't trust leaving info online. I get that. I do. I get it. Um, you know, um, I had a woman last night, and this is a perfect time to share this. I had a woman last night, and she was in my comments. The video that I made when I said black men versus government assistance, and she was in my comments, and she's like, Shalakimia, you know, you doing this wrong, and you sitting up here and you making money off these people. I see what you want to do. You want to sell your books, and you want to make money off people. You telling them lies and this and the third. And I'm just sitting there reading the comment. It was a whole paragraph, and I'm just sitting up there like, lady, what money? What money? You tearing down black women and this and the third. I said, what money? People don't even know I took every single dime that I made off of my motivational audios and I donated every single dime. I've helped so many families this holiday season. I don't even really be liking to talk about it. But it's sad when people try to attack you and try to say you doing something for money. Every single dime, I could have took that money. I could have put that money in account to save for a house. You know what I mean? So I could move. Everybody knew the situation I was going through, but I still took every single dime, and I was able to bless many families this holiday season. Not even just blessing many families. People will sit there and say, "Oh, Shalakina, you bash black women, this and the third." Do you know how many black women that we have gave money to be able to get home from bad situations? Women that we helped, the woman that was kidnapped, we helped her get back home. You know what I mean? We helped a family leave a domestic violence situation. There's so much that is being done. So it does it bother me when people say that? It bothers me sometimes. I'm sitting up here like, people don't even know what money though. I'm not no millionaire, and I ain't made no million. So I'll be confused when people try to attack me and say I'm doing this for the money, and it's hurtful. Because I'm like, what money? My platform doesn't get supported like other people's platforms. I have no sponsors. I have none of that. You know what I mean? So it hurts when people in the comments do that. It really hurts because you have people that do have it out here. You have people that people run and support their platform. You see what I'm saying? Anything they drop, people running and buying it. And these are the kind of people that ain't even pouring back into the community. And I'm just being real. I'm just being real. These is the people that showing y'all them going on lavish trips and doing this and doing that, ain't doing nothing for the community. But the platforms that are doing stuff for the community, they hardly ever get sold into. They hardly ever get sold into. Black men only. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I made $2,000 off of black men only. That's it. And the whole thing was donated. The whole $2,000 was donated. It was spread between a few different families. Is that disappointing to me? It is. It is because our people will go and support people that don't care nothing about the community, don't care nothing about helping nobody. They care about looking good, going out, doing this and the third. Soon as they drop, they could drop a lotion and everybody gonna go buy it. They could drop a postcard and everybody gonna go buy it. So they can keep living their lavish life. And I'm not telling people don't live a lavish life. But I'm saying that we should support the platforms that support the community. That is what I'm saying. The people that's doing the real work don't really get supported, like the people that aren't, you know. But you're welcome, Jamar. But I just hope that we get better as people. I hope we definitely do our part. Professor, why you saying that's cap? What's cap about what I said? I'm a It don't matter who you are from. Who equivalent, not in random. What's cap? I'm waiting for your answer. I understand, Keenan, what you're saying. I'm not even gonna wait for an answer. I'm gonna just block them because I don't got time. I don't got time for that. Um, I just hope that we get better as people. I hope that anti-strife, yet OnlyFans females making millions overnight. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I just hope that something from this live, you're able to take something away from this live. And either, you grow from it, you learn and you heal. That's what we're here for. Just to bring awareness to, the things that need awareness, brought to it. Thank you, James, so much. But I just appreciate y'all, tuning in with me tonight on this pop-up show. I'm gonna do a live on New Year's Eve, probably earlier in the day to just be able to pour into y'all before we go into, a new prosperous year. I do want y'all to know in January that I'm bringing the talk show back. It'll be the first Sunday. No, the second Sunday, because the first Sunday, it'll be the second Sunday in January that we're coming back. And we're going to talk about the first 2 weeks. We're going to talk about Black men being unprotected and undervalued. And we're also going to, in the next 2 weeks, we're going to talk about Black women being unprotected and unvalued. And that's how I'm going to run the talk show from now on. We'll talk about the men, and then we'll talk about the same subject. We'll talk about women so we can have some balance. I'm excited about the show, to bring it back. It was amazing. Before, I was doing like 9.1 million in a month, just on the talk show. I'm gonna have the phone lines opened up. I'm gonna bring in special guests as well. I want everybody to know that you can go and vote for the Royal Empowerment Tour. You can go to charlottekemia.com and vote for what city you want me to come to. The last day to vote is going to be Saturday. And then on New Year's, I'll announce the top 5 cities that the tour is going to be coming to. I want to thank everybody that does support my platform and helps me stay afloat. I want to definitely thank Mr. Howard. Mr. Howard has been definitely supporting. Mr. Howard, I just pray that God blesses you abundantly. What you've done for this platform, what you did for me the whole time I was going through the situation, where me and my son had to stay at a hotel. Mr. Howard, I just want to give you your flowers now. You are an amazing blessing. I don't know Mr. Howard. I don't know him, but he was obedient. He was obedient to what God told him to do for me, in that season. And God is going to bless you 100-fold for what you did for me while I was serving him. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with me tonight. And I will see y'all and talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a great night.